I'm Ashlyn.
And I'm Zach.
And this is Sierra, and we're traveling A to Z.
This week we're at Devil's Tower, Wyoming.
Join us as we take you to America's first national monument and to one of the top hikes around the tower.
We are in northeast Wyoming, and we are heading to Devil's Tower. We're at Devil's Tower Monument right now.
The park receives approximately 500,000 visitors annually, with 80% visiting between Memorial Day and Labor Day. To avoid peak crowds, it's recommended to consider visiting before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. We arrived right around 10 a.m. and the parking lot was almost full.
Welcome to Devil's Tower National Monument. From the Vistor Center, we are going to Tower Trail, which is 1.3 miles that circles the base of the tower.
The Tower Trail is the most popular hike in the park, but there is also the Red Beds Trail. At the start of the Tower Trail, there is several interpretive signs that provide insight into the monument's geology, cultural significance, and natural environment. There's also signs that highlight the sacred importance of Devil's Tower to many Native American tribes. There's a few different legends told by the indigenous people about the rock. The common theme across many tribes is that a group of children were saved by the rock rising from the earth to help protect them from giant bears. The bears clawed at the sides of the rock, leaving the deep vertical groove seen today.
Devil's Tower is also known as Bear Lodge. It's a sacred location for over 20 different Native American tribes.
The name Devil's Tower was assigned in 1875 by a Colonel Richard Dodge, who mistranslated a native term to Bad God's Tower. Tribal nations have petitioned to change the name back to Bear Lodge, but they have not been successful. The valley below was filled with rich resources due to the flooding of the grasslands and forest, attracting elk and bison to graze. The bison and elk provided food, shelter, and much more to the indigenous people living in the area.
Devil's Tower is the United States' first national monument, which was designated a national monument in 1906 by Theodore Roosevelt. This tower is 867 feet tall. That is from the Vistor Center all the way up to the summit.
In 1893, William Rogers and Willard Ripley constructed a wooden ladder that extended more than 350 feet from the base near the summit. With a telescope, you could still see a little bit of the original ladder visible on the southeast side of the loop trail. Unfortunately, the telescope is no longer around.
Now people climb with ropes, and you just have to register to actually go climb. The fastest time up was 18 minutes. And then it goes an average of 5 to 8 hours to get up to the top, all the way up to 16 hours. Can you imagine climbing over 800 feet in 18 minutes? I can't even walk up the stairs that fast. 4,000 to 5,000 climbers try to climb the tower every year. It's a lot.
Devil's Tower was formed about 50 million years ago. The exact details are still being debated by geologists, but they do agree on a few things. Magma, or molten rock, pushed up from deep within the Earth's surface and intruded into existing sedimentary rock layers. As the magma cooled slowly underground, it contracted and fractured, creating hexagonal columns you see today. Over millions of years, the softer sedimentary rock surrounding the harder igneous rock eroded away. Above, you could see the cracked window, which is a rectangular shaped area where the rocks have cracked off.
Yeah, you can see the outcrop. Look at that. It's like a section that came off halfway on the Tower Trail.
At the halfway point, there's a sign that says halfway point.
Halfway of the 1.3 miles. This is a nice trail. It's up and down a little bit. It's paved the whole way, and it's pretty even. So there's not that many like potholes or anything. You could probably bring a wheelchair and a stroller on this path, and has some benches actually a lot of benches as you walk around the base of the tower.
We did the trail counterclockwise. After the halfway mark, you don't have as good a views of the tower as you continue around the loop. We really enjoyed seeing the tower at the beginning of the hike, so I do recommend going counterclockwise. Towards the end of the trail, you come to a branch off towards the left. Definitely take it. It has gorgeous views of Devil's Tower and the boulder field. It is one of the best views of the tower on the hike.
So 176-foot elevation gain is what my watch said. Little over 1.6 miles to get back to the Visitor Center.
Devil's Tower Visitor Center is at the base of Devil's Tower and near the start of the Tower Trail. It has interpretive exhibits covering geology, Native American culture significance, climbing history, wildlife, and park ecology. They have park rangers that can answer any questions and provide maps, and a bookstore and souvenir shop. I hope you enjoyed exploring Devil's Tower with us. Please subscribe below to follow more of our adventures.